This is Phil Bell from Freedomworks on the Daily Mojo with your morning update. You know, one of the things I love to talk about the most is how to debate. That's because we as patriots will always have the obligation to take our views and beliefs to others. The other side gets to do it simply by having control of the media or having control of the education system, where left-wing ideas get rammed down the throats of Americans on a daily basis. But we have to be very effective in spreading our message as a result. One of the most important aspects of how to debate is to never, ever, ever accept the premise of your opponent when you're having a debate. Because the minute that you accept their premise, you will lose, since they'll be setting the terms. And one of the things the left does that is so pernicious is that they have all of these ideas that if you don't believe in them, then you're automatically either going to kill grandma or leave people without food or otherwise. And so therefore, if you accept their premise that they're right, you absolutely have to embrace every ridiculous big government solution that they come up with. And as we know, government fails, but freedom works. Recently, I had an example of this when I was debating about the personal property tax on social media. I said the personal property tax, which is something that we have in a variety of states such as Virginia and Indiana, is a terrible tax and it should be abolished. But I was immediately met with the exact same response I always get. But how will you fund police and fire and all of the important things that the government wants to do? Now, I could have said, well, here's how I would fund it. I would go and I would tax this little thing over here, and I would repeal the tax on that, and we would try to do this and we would try to do that. But the response would be simple. You're greedy and you don't care about what the people need. You don't care about other people, and therefore you're unserious. But what did I do? I simply said, it's not my obligation to figure out how we'll quote unquote pay for those things. What we'll do is we will oversee the government, as is our job as citizens, and we will make sure that anything that they spend on, they're spending as little as possible and they're spending it as effectively as possible. And then we as citizens will get together and determine how we want to pay for it. We're not going to let them tell us what to do. That's an example of not accepting their premise and making sure that you control the debate and that you are sharing your ideas with others so that they understand where you're coming from and why it matters. And what I hope you'll do is go on over to freedomworks.org and sign up to become a member of our Freedom Teams. There, you will find like-minded individuals who will make sure they're working hard to share these ideas with others so that our country remains free and our economy remains a free market. We'll see you later this week, and I hope you have a great day.
Phil Bell's Morning Update is only on the DailyMojo.com.